56, we are underway in L.A. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time for J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Run down at the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Again, the ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets nearly about a yard. All right, let's listen in on the call. He was trying to clear the way of the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Illinois. Philip Dorsett, 63 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
his kick.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Paris Campbell now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Paris Campbell on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kenyon Drake, 76 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bosher set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jackson to throw.
The 21.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 38-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Drake down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA! J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
14-14.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mayfield. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Drake, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Marlon Davidson.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is got one. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. First throw for the backup, Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dobbins, and he fumbles. And the Vikings pick up the football. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 44, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Rams, first down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
At 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pay attention.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Here's Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play,
Look,
but I think the light
off
bulb
right
went
now.
off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way.
Floyd,
And it's much more
stop
successful
talking to me
as
right
well.
now. Yeah, on the real.
A first down throw from Mayfield. That was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, Mayfield looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
No.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Campbell on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. The return will stop right around the 25. They thought they were going to tie. The defense had other plans. They were already at field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right. Drake avoids him at the 40. And he'll get this out to about the 40. On the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Wait.
Quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And able to find John Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a safety, Jarquiski target. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Always throw interception.
So how about
Never
that for a
fail.
momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter
It's
and
a
it's a tie
game in
game.
hand.
You've
Here
got to
come
take care
big.
of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard brings up
the Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
31-yard line.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Jackson. They've gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Put the clothes on my bed. The ones that's in the dryer, you put them on my bed.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Quick slam to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
He played on it. That shit was so big.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Would have catch the ball and go out of bounds.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now is not to wallow in it.
Hey, don't
use it as
take
fuel
it.
for next year. Better offseason conditioning. Great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gordon, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Mama, I just